Welcome to Morning Brew with your girl Germaine. I hope everyone's doing great out there because today we are going to get into a brew topic that I hope really wakes up Black people and how to take the power with your dollars. Okay, yes, I want to specifically target this message today because I want to be able to show how economic choices are powerful statements. But let's give it a moment. I'm brewing my coffee, trying to get that in place while we are waiting for those to chime in. If you are chiming in, please let me know what you're drinking today. Yes, I'm drinking my hazelnut coffee today. And so, but I did start off the morning with a smoothie, early this morning with a smoothie. But right now, I'm getting my dose of coffee for the day. And so it is, like I said, hazelnut. But I want to get into this message because we've been really going through, like, I'm calling it the power series, talking about some things to really enforce our power. And today, like I said, today's brew is going to be take the power with your dollars. And I'm really going to break down some, I'm saying they're disturbing, these numbers, these statistics. But I hope it becomes a wake up call for we as a people. Yes, I'm talking about our Black people, that we will take notice to the power that we possess, but are we putting our power in the wrong hands? I'm going to leave that with you for a second to just brew for a moment before we get into this. Good morning, Synergy Training Solutions One over on Instagram. Thank you for joining in the conversation today. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this because you know what? This whole series on power has really awakened me to see that there's more power that we possess individually, but there's a greater power that we possess when we come together in unity. And that was yesterday's message, talking about unity and our power when we can come together, right? So, but let me get into this. All right. So, like I said, economic choices are powerful statements. Every dollar is a vote. So, really, in this power series, I want you to start thinking about mindset, how you are seeing a thing. How are you seeing things in, how are you showing up in the world? Okay. So, every dollar is a vote. So, when we think that, there's really no way, or I don't see how I can really contribute to the bigger picture, to the things that are really happening in the world. If you have a dollar in today's brew, I am going to really break down the power of the Black dollar. Okay. So, but if you have a dollar, resources, finances, and we as a people, we spend a lot of money. We do. We're going to talk about it. So, but every dollar is a vote. Whether you're building a business or buying your groceries, your money has a message. Start looking at things differently. Start looking at things differently, okay? All right. Good morning, Jesse Moss 92775 over on Instagram. Good morning. So, if you are chiming in, or if you're just, having your coffee break from afar and you can't really chime in the conversation, that's okay too. But I'm glad you're showing up today to join me in this coffee brew today. And so, once again, take the power with your dollars. All right. So, let's get into this next segment that we know as pour into purpose. So, let's start breaking it down. But if you give me a second, let me grab my coffee so I can think a little clearer, right? I can think a little better if I have my coffee in hand. My mouth is getting a little dry also. So hold on one second. Let me just add my creamer, which is hazelnut creamer. I know. Um, I'll try some new flavors. I'm excited because we do have some new ventures that are going to be coming into place that will allow me to try some new brands and some new flavors of coffee or even teas. You don't have to be a coffee drinker to stop by for a coffee break. You can stop by with your cup of tea, your water, your juice, your smoothie, whatever you're drinking. I just want you to chime in. I just want you to stop by for some conversation, you know, and for a break. So here we go. So let's get into pour into purpose. Money follows mission. Spin your values. Let me say this again. Spin where your values live. Okay? That's important. The where part. Spend where your values live. But if we think about it, where are we really spending our money? Are we spending it in our Black communities? Mm, we're going to find out. We're going to find out really where we're spending the Black dollar, okay? Support what supports your people. That's a good one, especially today. In today's times, y'all know that's hot, right? So that's an important one. Support what supports your people. Mm, I want that to just steep just for a moment, because if we all take a look, what is supporting us as a people? What is supporting us as a people? It took a collective to bring Disney, to bring attention to Disney, right? It did take a collective of Black people, but why was it so much harder to bring Black people together for the Target, to be able to really let Target know how important our dollars are and the power of our dollar? But in 6 days, yes, I heard 6 days, Disney was already making changes to bring back Kimmel Show, Jimmy Kimmel Show. And they did, because the people spoke, their dollars spoke. $3 to $4 billion later, anybody's going to wake up to that loss, right? We have to be that aggressive as a people, because sometimes all we have is ourselves as a people. Okay. Keep that in mind as we continue to pour into purpose. Intentional dollars drive intentional change. Are you being intentional about how you're spending your money? Or are you buying into the system and all the advertisements that and all the campaigns when they gear and they target to the Black dollar? Now, they know something clearly we don't know. They know how powerful our Black dollar is versus we knowing how powerful the dollars we spend are. I want you to really open up and think about some things in today's brew. Take the power with your dollars, okay? I want you to really think about some things. So let's pour a little more into purpose. You don't have to be wealthy to make an impact. You don't. We talked a little bit about that in our Unity Coffee Brew yesterday. We're stronger as one, but we're even greater and stronger when we united together. Okay? So think about this. And I am a firm believer on the power of one. The power of one. And you'll see more of my community outreach dealing with the power of one if you stay connected to the community, right? $1 has power when it has purpose. Now, we may think $1 is not a lot of money. Yes, it's 4 quarters, it's 10 dimes, it's 20 nickels, but we may think it's not a lot. And it may not feel like it's a lot and there's a lot of value to it when it's just my $1. But imagine if I had 1,000,000 people and we pooled $1 together, the damage we could do. Start looking at things differently. I really want you to open up your mindset to start looking at things differently if you're not. Really, when you get ready, anybody out there that's listening, when you get ready to make a purchase and you're spending your hard-earned dollars with a company, I want you to just think about this. Does that company value who you are as a person? Or do they just care about the money you're going to spend with them as they try to destroy you as a person? I want you to think about that. When you get ready to make your next purchase, I don't care what retailers it is, I don't care what whatever it is, what services it is, what I don't care what it is. When you get ready to make your first purchase, I don't care how small that purchase is to how big that purchase is. But when you get ready to make a purchase, your next purchase, I want you to ask yourself the question, do they value me as a person? Or do they just want my dollar? I'm going to leave that for you. Now, that's another thought question before we get into that segment today, right? All right. So, we're still into the pour into purpose segment right now. So, collective spending creates demand. And we saw that clearly with Target, with us coming together and removing our dollars. It hurt their bottom line. Okay. We saw that clearly when people started removing their dollars, and Disney and ABC was having a fit because they thought they had the power. But the people had to show them who really had the power, and their dollar, our dollar, has the power. Okay, so small shifts can make big moves. $3 to $4 billion, that's a lot of money to take an L on. But today I really want to focus on we as a people, Black people, because I'm going to get, after I go into this segment, pour into purpose, I'm really going to get into some statistics, some numbers that I hope it blows your mind to see the power that we possess, but how we're giving our power away. Clearly, how we're giving our power away. So let me get a little more into this. Okay. We're still pouring into purpose right now. So invest what matters. Invest in what matters. That's that question, a thought question that I'm going to leave with you that I stated. Whenever you get ready to spend your dollars, today, tomorrow, next week, whenever, I really want you to think about, are they, is that business that you're spending your money with, is it for you as a people, or is it against you? And all it wants is your dollar for their bottom line. I really want you to think about that, okay? So, and I want you to start looking at, do you buy local? Do you support Black and brown businesses? Because when I go through these statistics and these numbers, and like I said, it's going to blow your mind if you do not know the power that we have as a people. And we may not know it, but guess who knows it? All these businesses that take advantage of us, all these businesses that want to use us for the Black dollar, to get the Black dollar, but they don't want to pour back into us. Mm-mm. They're right now trying to take and destroy us. I mean, right now, they're literally losing jobs, the jobs that we are losing and we are qualified for. So I really want you to think about these things when I start giving you these statistics. But let me finish and pour into purpose. So also invest in what matters, fund what fuels the future. Now, I have Synergy Training Solutions that's chimed in today. And, the owner of Synergy Training Solutions is Teresa Merritt Watson. And she is one of my authors through HOV Publishing. And she has a book called Black Tech. Now, I'm going to actually bring this book up in conversation today because what I want to show is Black Tech. I want to show in this book what she was able to do because her emphasis for her business is really educating us. Um, when I say us as a Black people, to know our power. And so in her book, she talks about Black inventors and Black tech leaders in today's technology, leaders in technology today, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, right? So, and this book is available. You can go to hovpub.com. You can actually go to Synergy Training Network. Well, let me just do this. I'm going to put it in a thread and then you can connect right over from HOV Publishing. You can connect right over to her. Let me do this. Give me a second. I'm going to copy that link in so you can actually go and purchase her book. But the one thing I loved about her book and when she came to me, um, is she focuses on inventors, black inventors in technology. And so, if you don't know, I tell you, we are a bad people because we are creative, we are knowledgeable, we are smart. And the thing is, she talks about those that have created things that we use every day, right? GPSs every day. We're the inventors, right? So I really need you to just let me. I'm gonna pull this up real quick because I think it's important to really pour into our people, acknowledge our people, the gifts of our people, and support our people. And that's what I'm talking about today. Invest in what you value, invest in what matters. We're missing it. Boy, we're missing it. And they know we're missing it and they're taking advantage of it. Yep, they are. So I'm going to just add this link into my thread right now because I want you to go out and I want you to support our Black businesses. And so give me a second because you could just go in. That's the link, to be able to purchase your copy of Black Tech. And you'll be able to start seeing if you don't know who we are as a people and what we have created. And that book right there is prepared even for young people. Young people, and I say, wow, when I started doing it, it blew my mind because I was learning stuff I didn't know. But she strategically designed it for the young people. I love it. So, yes, Black Tech. Make sure you go. It's available. If you click on that link, you'll be able to go directly to her site, Synergy Network, and you'll be able to purchase your copy of that book, hard case, paperback. It's available for you. Okay. Don't miss out on that. All right. So let me get back into this because it's about supporting our people. It is. So, once again, invest in what matters. Align your money with your message. First of all, you got to know what your message is because if you don't have that, you're going to spend your money everywhere. Now, this is what I want to do. I want to take a moment and I'm going to actually, in this part, I'm going to run. Yes, people always want to know how they can support me and my platform, which is Morning Brew with Germaine. They want to know, and I'm so grateful more than you will ever know. I'm so grateful because somebody saw value in what I was putting out, and they decided that, you know what, I want to be able to invest. I want to be able to spend my money with someone that I believe in their message, you know? So I just want to run this quick commercial spot while I'm pulling up these statistics for us to go in so you can really see the power of our Black dollar. Okay. So hold on, give me a second. Welcome to Morning Brew with your girl Germaine on Buy Me a Coffee. Every cup you buy helps fuel inspiration, conversations, and creative content for our growing community. So grab a seat, stop by for a coffee break, sip with us, and thank you so much for pouring into purpose with me. Morning Brew, I'll see you in the next coffee break. So now that I have these statistics up in front of us, but thank you so much, I decided to just be obedient. People ask, they want to know. So I decided to say, you know what? Let me show how just buying a cup of coffee for $1, buy me a coffee.com/, morning brew with Jermaine. Simple as $1. You're investing back in your community, right? If it's something you believe in, remember, invest in what matters to you. So now, before we go into the reflection questions, I want to just go over a few statistics that I pulled up. So you're going to see me look, reading them off my phone, okay? So it's often cited that a dollar circulates for only 6 hours in Black communities. compared to 17 days in white communities and 20 to 30 days in Jewish and Asian communities. What is wrong with that picture? 6 hours versus days. What is wrong with that picture? And this is what's interesting. This is what I took away from this, right? What I took away from this is, if it is spending, if it's only circulating, our dollar, black dollars, is only circulating 6 hours in black communities compared to 17 days in white communities and 20 to 30 days in Asian communities. Okay, let's break this down a little. And please, if anybody want to chime in the conversation, they have any questions, please post it so we can see, so you can jump in the conversation and let's talk about this, because this is a real issue. And I haven't even gotten to the point to let you know the power in the black consumer buying power yet. Haven't even gotten there. So right now I said, let me start here because I want to paint this picture. I really want to paint this picture so you get an understanding, because you know what? We're all part of it. If we're black, we're all a part of this. Okay. 6 hours. That means if you're a black owned business, if you're a consumer of products and services, clearly people aren't spending their dollars in our community. So does that mean that you don't value the black community because you're not investing in what matters? Does it not matter to you? These are questions I just really want to leave for thoughts, because I don't have the answers, but I sure enough would love to get down to the bottom and make this a discussion, because it is affecting us right now. It is affecting us right now when you have billionaires all coming together with their own agenda that does not include us. Remember, they don't value us, but they will take our money from us, right? So let's get into this. And like I said, join in the conversation. If you're here and you want to chime in, please leave it in the comments so we can talk about this, okay? All right. So, should I say this again? That it's often cited that a dollar circulates for only 6 hours in black communities compared to 17 days in white communities and 20 to 30 days in Jewish and Asian communities. What do we value? Clearly, is not us if we are going based on this statistic. Some sources say money circulates one time within the African American community versus 6 times in Latino communities, 9 times in Asian communities, and an unlimited amount in white communities. Think about this. Your dollar, are you spending it in the Latino community, the Asian community, or in the white community? Because clearly, based on these statistics, we are not spending it in our black communities. So I really want you to think about this, okay? If we are creators, if we are inventors, if we are the ones, the songwriters, the producers, bringing the styles, the designers, if we are the tech savvy minds that are coming up with innovative ways to be able to move about in society, if we are the ones that's building up nations, what is wrong with this picture? If we are the ones doing it, what is wrong with this picture that we're not investing in us? Please, somebody help me. What's wrong with this picture? Have we been brainwashed? Have we been really lied to and told that? Yes, we have. I'm going to just say, yes, we have. Because when you look at the images that we portray, that people put out there on us as a people, when you look at it, it is designed for them to do exactly what's happening, right? For us to not think there's value in who we are as a people and what we have built and created, and that the value lies with them. And these numbers prove that. These numbers prove that we are not spending our dollars in our own community. And we have to fight like hell for something we've created, something we've built. And the thing is, I don't even think we realize that we have given it away for them to reap the benefits while we still struggle. This is a tough conversation. This is a tough morning brew today. Boy, but is it an eye opener? Is it an eye opener? Because right now we really need to start thinking differently. We really need to cancel out old programming, the lies that's been told to us, the belief systems that they have instilled in us to make us believe there's no value with us as a people. We have to really think about these things, and we have to make some changes quickly, quickly, because right now we're not winning when it comes to our dollars. Okay, stop giving them away. Start really thinking about what we invest in, and do they really respect us? Do they really value us? The things that we invest in. And it really shouldn't be hard right now because, boy, they are trying to stop our income flow. They are trying to really stop how we generate and make money, trying to make us less than. But boy, we are a powerful people. We are powerful people, and we will still make a way out of no way. But let me continue with these stats, okay? And so it says the Black consumer buying power in the US is estimated at, now I really want you to hold on to this. I really want you to get ready for this. And I hope it smacks you upside the head. Yes, I do. I hope it smacks you upside the head so you can say, what? What? What have my contribution been? The Black consumer buying power in the US is estimated at 1.6 to 1.8 trillion dollars annually. I just need, wait, give me a moment. Whew. Just give me a moment. That hurts my heart. That's painful. That's painful. What are we doing, people? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing giving our power away? What are we doing? What are we doing? 1.6 to 1.8 trillion dollars annually? And our dollar circulates one time in a Black community? 6 hours? What's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture? Please, somebody help me. Please, somebody help me. If you're out there and you want to talk about it and you want to come on to Morning Brew with Germaine, listen, we have Wednesdays, Mixed Blends Wednesdays. I'll even do a special. I'll do a special show just to get someone. Actually, and if no one chimes in that want to be a part of this discussion, you know what? I'm going to bring someone on. Stand by. Don't know what day, but I'm going to lock somebody in so we could talk about this because that breaks my heart. And it really should break yours. Now we need to do something about it because you know what? We got the power to change these numbers. Yes, we do. Immediately. Immediately. We shouldn't even have to think about it. 1.6 to 1.8 trillion dollars annually. Our consumer buying power. Our consumer buying power in the US. I mean, that number is more than some countries. They're what they operate off of. What are we doing? We're a country within a country. Do we not see this? Do we not see this? Maybe we don't see this because they are outworking us to convince us that we have no power. That's a lot of power. If $3 to $4 billion made Disney wake up and say, you know what, give this show back to them, and then begging the people to come back to their platforms, that says 1.6 to 1.8 trillion dollars annually that we spend every single year. What is wrong with us as a people? Please help me understand this. Help me to understand this. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get myself together because that really hit me upside the head. I think that just kind of knocked the wind out of me too. That's painful. Now, let me just leave this last statistic with you right now. However, it's claimed that only 2% of that buying power is reinvested into Black owned businesses or Black community institutions. I just need to woosah. I just need to take a moment to just, I just need to take a moment to breathe. And literally, oh my gosh, that breaks my heart. That makes me want to just, what are we doing? What are we not doing? We got to see our power. We have to see the power we possess, our dollars. Our dollars, let that forever just burn in your memory. 1.6 to 1.8 trillion dollars annually, every single year. Every single year, even when we don't have it, we spending it, not with us as a people, but with them, making them more powerful, emboldening them to destroy us. And you know what's so freaking ironic? You know what's ironic? They're working so hard. Now they know these numbers. They know these numbers. Think about it. That's why they want to advertise. That's why they want to reach our people because they know the power in our dollar. We don't know the power in our dollar. But what is so ironic? They will hurt themselves to even destroy us, and we still invest with them. Mhm. Yep. Think about that. Okay, let me kind of switch things because that was heavy. I am going to bring somebody on the platform because we need to talk about it. Boy, we need to really dive into it. We as a people, we need to know the how. How can we use our power? Coming together, working together, investing in things that really matter for us as a people because they don't care about us. We have to care about us, right? We need to first care about us more than they care about us, right? Um, and we need to care about the hard earned money that we spend and how we're spending it. But all right, I'm so sorry. That is such a hot brew today. And I'm gonna just let it steep and keep steeping. But we are definitely gonna bring someone on because this conversation has to continue. It can't just be a one coffee meetup. It has to continue, and it absolutely will. And it'll be a part of our mixed blend Wednesday, so we can bring those that are expertise in their areas and their fields to talk about some things. Now, with that, just take a deep breath, guys. We got a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do, but that's okay. We're not afraid of hard work. Listen, we have created and built a lot of things that people are using today. We're not afraid of hard work. So right now, we just gonna devise some plans. We're gonna come together and we're gonna make it effective. It's going to be purposeful because we have a mission. We have a mission. All right, so now this is a time that yes, we all can join in our reflection questions. All right, guys, that was a lot. I know. I know. Let me just take a sip on it real quick. Hold on. I need to and continue to protect my peace. All right, so these are some questions that I just want you to think about. I mean, I've been throwing questions out through the whole through the whole time today, but I want you to think about these reflection questions in at any point in time whenever you're ready, you can decide to answer it. Okay, these are for you. Are you spending in alignment with your beliefs? So after we just went through those statistics, you probably are looking at things a little differently, right? Are you spending in alignment with your beliefs? Second question, who benefits from your dollar? And are they building what you value? That's a loaded question, and it should be real easy to answer. Who benefits from your dollar? And are they building what you value? I'm going to leave those with you. Hey, let it brew a little. Let it steep a little if you're drinking tea. I don't know. I'm going to leave it with you though. Okay? So, yes, this was heavy. Listen, I want to say before we go into our last segment of the final sip, I just want to say we have a lot of work to do, but remember, you have more power than you realize. So take the power with your dollars. Your dollars are more powerful than you think, and so are you. But before we go, I just a few reminders. Once again, and I always want to just give thanks. I want to give thanks to those that join in. I see Larry W. Robinson. Thank you so much for chiming in on Instagram. But for those that are chiming into the community for the first time, I really encourage you to please go over. It's in the description. Click and subscribe to any one of the platforms that I have listed there, but I'm really, go over to the YouTube channel, even if you've already subscribed to another platform. And please just subscribe to Morning Brew with Germaine, the YouTube channel. And also make sure you hit the notifications so you can always be notified when there is a new live or just something new that we are posting to our YouTube channel. And then also, like I stated, just really giving people the opportunity that if you decide that you want to just support this platform because you believe in our mission, you believe in the inspirational messages that we're putting out, well, then you know what? Like I said, we have Buy Me a Coffee with Germaine. I'm just going to post it for you. We have Buy Me a Coffee with Germaine, buymeacoffee.com/ with Morning Brew with Germaine. But you know what? Something as simple as the power of $1. $1 can help to keep our message going, build our community out, also bring those voices in, those voices that can really help just drop some knowledge, insight, wisdom, as well as giving back to the community as well. The community, we're all a part of it, right? And so that's another way. But remember, your dollars, know what you're investing in. And once again, I'm going to leave this question for you again that I mentioned earlier. When you decide to spend your next dollar, whatever amount it may be, whatever company you're looking at, ask yourself the question: is this company someone that will invest in me? Is this company someone that's for me, for my beliefs? Or are they against me and are they looking to destroy me? Because please, we do not want to invest our monies in those that want to destroy us, our values, our missions, what we believe in, what we stand for. You know, you work too hard for you to spend your dollars with those that do not value you. All right, going into the final sip. It's that time. Going into final sip, we are bringing this to a close today, okay? So, once again, I so appreciate all of you for chiming in from up close, or far, for checking out the lives on a replay. I am so blessed that God has assigned me, given me an assignment to just step out on faith and be able to have these conversations, these moments, and these talks with you, and that you find value to just stop by and say, hey, I just wanted to have a coffee break with you. So, with that being said, in our final sip, I just want to encourage you and inspire you to know that you have more power in your wallet than you think. Even $1. $1. And think about that. If you join your $1 with others, ooh, look how big and how fast that can grow and what we can accomplish. So, spend wise, shift culture, and sip with purpose. Thank you so much for showing up. Tomorrow is Mixed Blend Wednesday, and yes, we have a special guest in studio, and it is about the healthcare system. Hmm. Wow. But make sure you stop by tomorrow, okay? And get some wisdom and some Jews that can really help you in your everyday journey. So, once again, thank you so much for chiming in. You know how much I love you. Thank you. Tell somebody else about Morning Brew. I would love to meet some new people. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye now.